better to make quick decisions than to be right. And this might trigger a lot of you people who are used to always thinking about decisions that you're about to make. But in this video, I'll explain to you why you have to start making quicker and faster decisions and why that's gonna change your life completely by implementing this exact framework that I'll walk you through. The first thing that you need to understand is like how you probably think right now and how I used to think for a long time is that I was thinking, okay, if every single time I have a big life decision that I'm about to make, if I take time, I ponder on it, I reflect on it, I look at different angles and like different perspectives on it and things like that, that's the most responsible and that's the best way to make decisions. But this way of acting kept me poor for way longer than I would have to, and it's probably doing for you right now as well. And it wasn't until I changed this and I understood what I'm going to explain to you in this video when my life really changed and I started getting way better results, started making way more money, became more confident, became more certain as a leader. All these things changed when I changed how I make decisions. So the first thing that you need to understand is that most people think that in order to make a good decision, they have to like weigh in all different options, they have to wait a certain amount of time, and they think that waiting is gonna make them more certain about making the right decision. But the reality is that a lot of people, and what I thought wrong before, what I used to do is that you think that having more time, waiting gives you more information, gives you more certainty. In reality, it doesn't do that at all. What gives you more certainty is number one, having up to like 60 to like 80% of the information and that confidence in something. And then just taking action, because action is the thing that creates certainty. And by always calculating your decisions and always waiting to do things, you will actually lose out on more opportunities compared to if you take action on stuff and try stuff that you're not actually 100% sure about. You obviously, like there's gonna be sometimes if you take action, if you try stuff, there's gonna be some times where you fail. You try something that maybe wasn't a good thing, maybe you buy some coaching program, or you make a decision that doesn't actually work out. But in the long run, you will win more by making quick decisions than to constantly be thinking about things and because of that be losing out on great opportunities. For example, because something that I'm familiar with is like when you're buying like coaching programs. I bought a lot of mentorship programs within a lot of different things, probably spent over 30K in different coaching and mentorships. And something I noticed is that every single time when you make a decision like that, when you invest like 5K into a program, it's always scary, uncomfortable to do. And you never feel like it's the right time to get into it. You're never 100% confident in the decision that you're making. But the reality is also when I've done that, when I've made a decision to just like, okay, today I'm just gonna go for it. I feel scared, I feel uncomfortable, I feel uncertain, but I'm just gonna go for it. That's when I made the most amount of progress by doing things like that. But also every single time in the past when I used to like, okay, I have this program, I'm not really sure, it's kind of scary, it's a lot of money and things like that, and I push it off. Every single time I've done that, I've been losing out big time on money that I could have been making if I just would have took the decision. There's also some programs that I bought that like didn't work out. I lost all my money and things like that. But those failures taught me how to make better decisions moving forward and invest into better programs. So overall, it's been a net positive because when you can start making decisions and just like believing in yourself and having that internal certainty that you can figure stuff out regardless of what happens, that's gonna change like how you show up as a man, like your ability to make decisions, your ability to lead yourself, your ability to lead others, where you can make big life decisions in a short amount of time, and it's like having that certainty and like believing in yourself that like I will be fine, I will be able to figure this out, regardless if this works out or not, I'll find a path moving forward. If you can have that belief and that certainty, it's gonna change your life. It's gonna allow you to become really independent and stop depending on like other people and like friends, family, or always having to take like a week to feel good about making decisions. Because the reality is achieving the success that you probably want to achieve in your life is going to require you to, number one, be a really strong leader for yourself, be able to yourself make independent, uncomfortable and scary decisions and not depend on other people, depending on friends, family, other people. That's not going to be how you will have to operate to succeed. If you look at like all these successful business owners, none of them like goes to their mom and asks them for their opinion when they make decisions, or ask like their spouse in most cases what they're gonna do. They have their own ability to make big decisions and they have that own trust in themselves, which makes you so much more powerful. This stuff like changed my life. I can't even explain to you like how much it's empowered me and like how it's changed my confidence and all those different things. Also, when I moved here, right now I'm in Medellin, Colombia. I'm from Sweden. When I moved here, I booked a one-way trip halfway across the world. That also, like, a big step into uncertainty. I was not 100% confident. So a lot of reasons for why I should have waited and why I should have pushed it off and things that I should have analyzed before I did it. But I just took the decision, I figured it out, and because of it, I was able to start getting way closer to my goals. If I would have waited, I would be missing out on opportunities. I'd be missing out on like 2-3 months. I could have started making more money and living a happier life and all these different things. That just happened because I was willing to step into uncertainty, and it never becomes easier if you wait. It's like, realize that, like, you have to be willing to, with 60 to 80% certainty in something, make a decision, step into it, and also be fine with it. That, like, it might not work out at first. You might go somewhere, you might invest in the program, it doesn't work out. But then you will also learn, ability to figure shit out, which is also the most valuable character trait you can have for success, is just ability to figure shit out. That's something I noticed as well, being out here and hanging around with like 7, even 8-figure entrepreneurs. So one thing that they all have in common is they have the ability to just like figure shit out on their own. And there's a big thing that separates people who are really broke and like struggling versus people who succeed, is that people that are broke, they blame their problems on everyone else. You know, when they're struggling with something or something goes wrong, they just like complain about it and they blame it on everyone else, and they ask other people for the solutions. Whereas people who succeed, you know, what they do is, or people who are successful, what they do is they have that intrinsic ability to like figure shit out. If something doesn't work, they force a solution. Like, they find some way to make it work, and they take on that responsibility on themselves. They don't expect someone else to come and fix their life for them, or just like sit there and complain. They go out and they fix their life. They take responsibility, take action on the stuff that they need to figure out, and that's why they succeed. And that's why most people fail, you know, because they sit around and complain, while other people, like people that succeed, who just take action and figure it out. And by myself, I'm not saying that I'm like the expert in this stuff, but I've definitely been able to kind of more learn how to actually figure shit out, you know, and like just get things in place in my own life. And the way that I did that was just by making big decisions like this, that I had to just like figure out. Moving here, for example, I didn't know anyone when I went here. I had to figure shit out when I came here. Investing into programs, some programs didn't work out. I had to make the best of it. Starting my own business, starting a personal brand here. Didn't know what I was doing, figure it out, and now I made this stuff work. So, for example, with the YouTube channel, I didn't know what I was doing at all when I started off. Now I'm making literally a full-time income every single month because it's like stepped into uncertainty. I followed a blueprint that I built out that works, and that allowed me to get to where I want to go and succeed with it. So that's all I want to share with you. If you want to learn this stuff from me and work with me one-on-one and get the exact blueprint that I follow to get into this like YouTube game, start a personal brand and build out actual business around it, where you can make a full-time income every single month by posting videos on YouTube, being authentic, being real, and sharing your personal story and your transformation. If you want to learn that and make a lot of money online with a lot of freedom, click the link down below and join my community. Inside of there, I'll work with you one-on-one, help you, give you everything you need to go from zero to starting your own brand. And if you already have a brand, I'll help you monetize that and make way more money. Hop in there if you're ready to work hard, and I'll help you out. But that's it for the video. Hopefully you found this valuable. Let me know in the comments if you did. I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Take care in the meantime, and thanks for watching. Ciao.